Is it really possible for a parent to love one child more than the other? To show more compassion, more patience, or more softness to one child, whether they mean to or not? And if it happens, why do parents almost never admit it, even when their children can see and feel the difference? Welcome to Tales by Blessed AB, your number one channel for real heartfelt African stories that open the mind and touch the soul. Now let's get to the story of the day. Mira and Teni were sisters just 1 year apart, two girls who grew up doing everything together. They were so close that people called them twins without the same face. They bathed together, slept on the same small bed, shared chores, and even wore matching clothes on Sundays. Their parents, Mr. and Mrs. Adeyemi, loved them both, but the girls were very different in personality. Mira was calm, quiet, neat, and gentle. She moved slowly, spoke softly, and always seemed to know the right thing to do. Tenny, on the other hand, was full of life. She loved running around, asking questions, laughing loudly, and touching everything. She was the kind of child who could not stay in one place for too long. Her parents didn't know it, but these differences were quietly planting something dangerous in their home. It started very softly. When visitors came, Mira was always the one sent to greet them because she behaved more mature. She would walk slowly, greet politely, and everyone loved her immediately. Teni also greeted, but sometimes she laughed, skipped, or talked too much. People corrected her more often. Keep quiet, stop jumping, calm down. Her parents didn't realize they used soft voices with Mira and warning voices with Teni. They weren't doing it on purpose, it just happened, but the girls noticed. Inside the house, it continued. Mira was trusted with delicate tasks like slicing tomatoes, mixing stew, arranging plates, or serving food. Tenny was given the rougher chores, sweeping, running errands, packing plates. One day she asked her mother, "Why can't I serve food too?" Her mother smiled and said, "You will spill everything." She didn't say it to hurt her, but the words entered Tenny's heart and stayed there. When something got missing, people called Tenny first. When something broke, her name was the first to be mentioned. Most times she wasn't even the one, but she already had the troublesome child label. Meanwhile, Mira was praised constantly. She is responsible, she is neat, she doesn't give trouble. Tenny began to feel like she lived in Mira's shadow. She tried to copy her sister's calm behavior, but it never lasted. She wasn't Mira, she was Tenny. Loud, curious, active, and instead of being accepted for who she was, she felt like she was always being corrected, compared, or blamed. At school, it wasn't different. Teachers also preferred Mira because she was quiet, and Tenny began to feel like the whole world loved her sister more. Slowly, the girls who once did everything together started to drift apart. Mira didn't understand why Tenny was always upset, and Tenny didn't know how to explain a pain she herself didn't fully understand. Their mother saw the distance growing but dismissed it as normal sibling quarrel. But it wasn't. It was silent rivalry born from years of unbalanced love. Not intentional but real. Everything came crashing down one Saturday evening. They were cleaning the living room together. Mira folded clothes on the sofa while Tenny swept the floor. Their father walked in, looked around, nodded, and said, "Mira, well done." He didn't say anything to Tenny. That tiny moment broke something inside her. She dropped the broom and shouted, "Why is it always Mira? Why don't you people ever see me?" The house went silent. Tears poured down her face, the kind she had been holding for years. She cried and said everything she had kept inside, how she worked hard but nobody noticed, how she felt compared, how her mistakes were louder than her efforts, how it felt like nothing she did was good enough. "It's like you think Mira is better than me," she cried. Her parents were shocked. They never knew she felt this way. They didn't think they were showing preference, but their action had spoken loudly over the years. Her mother sat beside her and held her hand. "I didn't know," she whispered. "I thought you were strong. I thought you don't mind. I didn't know we were hurting you." Her father nodded slowly. "We never wanted to make you feel less. We only gave Mira certain tasks because she seemed calmer. But we see now that it wasn't fair." Mira also cried. She hugged her sister and said she didn't know Tenny felt unloved, and she never wanted her to feel that way. For the first time, the family had a real conversation about feelings, the type they had avoided for years. From that day, things began to change. Their parents became more mindful. They corrected both girls gently. They praised them equally.
They gave Teni responsibilities too, not because she was perfect, but because she deserved trust. They stopped comparing the sisters and started appreciating their differences. They learned that being calm does not make one child better, and being lively does not make the other worse. Slowly, peace returned to the home. Tiny smiled more, Mira understood her better, and the family grew closer. And the lesson was clear. Parents may love all their children equally, but the way they show that love can feel unequal. When that happens, it can plant jealousy, hurt, and rivalry in children's hearts. But with awareness, fairness, and open conversation, those wounds can heal and the home can become whole again. Parents can treat their children equally by not comparing them. Each child should be praised for their own strengths. Chores should be shared fairly so one child doesn't always do the hard work. When correcting them, parents should use the same calm voice for everyone. They should also praise effort, not only perfect behavior. Spending a little one on one time with each child helps them feel loved. Parents should accept that children are different and not treat one as better. When buying things, the same level of care should be given to all children. Each child should also get a chance to lead sometimes. Parents should apologize when they make mistakes and talk openly with their children about feelings. They must avoid labels like the stubborn one because labels cause hurt, and they should show affection equally. When parents stay fair and consistent, every child feels valued and sibling rivalry reduces. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you won't miss the next story. And please share your thoughts with me in the comment section. I really love hearing what you think. Until I bring another story your way, stay blessed.